But we do have one more thing.
You're walking down the street, maybe catching the subway, or just flipping through news channels at home. Suddenly, you notice something different. People around you and even the news anchors are wearing these chunky goggle-like gadgets on their faces. VR headsets, once bulky and confined to gaming rooms, are now stepping out into the sunlight. This is how far virtual reality has come, seemingly weaving into the fabric of our daily lives. And honestly, we can't seem to get enough. On June 5th, in the midst of the AI revolution, Apple decided to drop a bombshell. They unveiled the Vision Pro, calling it a spatial computer, and slapped a price tag of $3,499 on it. It's Apple's most daring move since the iPad. So, what's the big deal? What problems does this solve? Who is it for? And why is Apple jumping into these virtual waters now? More importantly, what makes this move so risky, yet so potentially rewarding? Let's dive in.
Introducing Apple Vision Pro. The era of spatial computing is here.
The concept of virtual reality first sparked in the imagination of science fiction story called Pygmalion Spectacles by Stanley Weinbaum in 1935, envisioning goggles that immerse the wearer into a holographic world. Yet the seeds of virtual reality were sown even earlier in 1838, when Sir Charles Wheatstone invented the stereoscope, demonstrating how two images merged into one 3D perception. Fast forward to the 1950s and 60s. The first steps towards immersive virtual reality were taken by Morton Heilig with the Sensorama. This was an experienced machine, and Ivan Sutherland, who envisioned the ultimate display, laying the groundwork with the first head-mounted display called HMD. The 1980s and 90s saw virtual reality's entry into the commercial and entertainment realms, marked by companies like VPL Research selling the first virtual reality equipment.
The Oculus Rift virtual reality headset.
The 21st century accelerated virtual reality's growth, with the Oculus Rift bringing VR into mainstream awareness in 2014. This period witnessed the emergence of consumer-ready VR headsets such as the HTC Vive and Oculus Quest, transforming gaming, education, and professional training. 2023 brought a new player into the field, Apple with its Vision Pro, which makes me think, are we on the brink of redefining what it means to experience reality itself? We're talking about an industry expected to hit a whopping $38.6 billion by 2024. Now, why would Apple, of all companies, not want a piece of this pie? First off, what's virtual reality?
Virtual reality uses computer technology to create a simulated environment and then places a user inside this virtual world. So instead of navigating the web or playing a game through screens, for example, you're now right inside the digital world.
It's all made possible with some cool gear like headsets, sensors, and hand controllers. So why is everyone hyped about virtual reality? Well, it used to be dominant in the gaming industry, but now we're seeing a shift from that. This tech is breaking into places you wouldn't believe, changing the game in how we work, learn, and even get better when we're sick. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine doctors learning surgery without stepping into an operation room, or even architects creating a space and helping their clients visualize it like never before.
Redham House School in England is trialling teaching children in the metaverse, using VR headsets to dive deeper into the subjects they're studying.
Now you can see why Apple didn't want to miss the opportunity to cash in on this. What if Apple's move into virtual reality is just the start? It kind of reminds me of the early days of BlackBerry. Super exciting, bursting with innovation, but it's a bit of a puzzle how everyone's going to take it. Usually, Apple likes to wait until the product gains mass adoption before swooping in, just like they did with the iPod, the iPhone, even the Apple Watch. I won't talk much about the specs, there's plenty of review videos for that. Instead, let's focus on the 4 ways Apple plans to dominate and not just participate in the virtual reality industry. First of all, they're not casting a wide net, they're laser focused on a niche, professionals who crave productivity and creativity, all within the Apple's ecosystem of products. It's why you see big names in tech showing off the Vision Pro. They are speaking directly to a crowd that lives on the cutting edge. Number 2, Apple has done their homework. They're constantly spotting gaps in the market they can fill. They are not just selling a VR headset, they're offering a spatial computer. It's more like a computer that can be worn on the head and operated with the eye and hand gestures. These are all strategies aiming to stretch the canvas of what's possible in digital spaces. Number 3, it's all about the uniqueness of Apple. It's about blending top-notch tech with the ease of the Apple ecosystem, offering experiences you can't get elsewhere. And you'll notice this when you compare the Vision Pro with the current market leader, which is Meta's Quest Pro. Number 4, then there's the price tag. Absurdly high at $3,499 as it exceeds the combined cost of an iPhone 14 Pro Max, a 12.9-inch iPad Pro, and an Apple Watch Ultra. But it aligns with a proven and strategic approach. Matthew Ball, an investor in the metaverse world and advisor, suggests that Apple is taking a Tesla approach by starting with a premium offering and gradually lowering the price while improving performance over time. I remember watching this video and thinking to myself, who's going to buy that? I personally think Apple is trying to set the bar high with the Vision Pro. They're trying to reshape our expectations. It's not just about the gadget, it's about laying the groundwork for a future where digital and physical realities merge. So when Apple finally makes virtual reality more accessible, we won't just be ready, we'll be waiting at the edge of our seats. Now finally, to answer the big question, is the Vision Pro a smart move or a risky misstep? Well, only time will tell. However, I can tell you this much, if history taught us anything, it's that Apple's moves are rarely just about the now, they're about the next, and with the Vision Pro, we might just be at the starting line of a whole new race.